On the menu today, Spam. So hello again, everyone. Welcome to my home. Please get comfortable. And you know what? Spam is our star today. Spam. Shoulder of pork and ham. 90% shoulder, 10% ham. It's salted, it's cured, it's cooked, it's sealed in an airtight can. It's a versatile beast, this Spam. You can slice it, you can dice it, you can mash it, you can eat it whole. It doesn't need to be refrigerated, hot or cold. Serve it for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Really, whatever you want. It's a revolutionary thing. It wasn't the first canned meat, but it was the one that figured it out. Mass market, long shelf life, inexpensive, and...
Spam. It's a lot of meats, but not a lot of money.
How about a history lesson? Really quick. 1937 was when it was launched by this guy named Hormel in Minnesota. But it became like a big thing during World War II because it was sent to the troops overseas. US, American troops, Allied troops. Then it became a really big thing in Britain at a certain point in time. Currently, it's huge still in Hawaii and in South Korea. They love their Spam. I am full of fun facts because I have my Spam cookbook, of course. Now, there is a whole bunch of recipes in here that are using up Spam as if it is like any other type of meat, really. Some of the recipes are kind of freaky, like Spam porcupine. I have no interest in making that today. Maybe one day down the road. But I did pick 3 that I'm gonna make. One's gonna be a deep fried crowd pleaser. Second up will be a fine dining spammy kind of thing. Lastly, this is where things might get a little sacrilegious, I guess. A little Spam overreach, perhaps. We'll find out. Let's get to work. Very relieved to see the pink color with the Spam because I have opened only 2 cans of Spam in my life. One of them, the Spam was gray. Ugh. What the hell? Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with what I believe is gonna be the safest bet of the day. Also, I've heard of this one, Spam fritters. I believe it's, to this day, still like a British comfort food. Like you can find it in pubs over there, I believe. But it started off during the war, and then it was served to British school children during the 40s and the 50s. And well, now I know about it, so that's where we're at. So here goes a cup of flour, pinch of salt, give that a mix. So I gotta add an egg into the dry ingredients already, it says. Mix together all the batter ingredients until it's thick. So here goes a cup of milk as well. And you mix until thick. Stop making a mess, man. Cut the Spam into 8 slices. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna coat the Spam fritter in the batter. This is a thick batter, holy hell. I gotta say, this is like the thickest batter I've ever seen. It needs to be thick batter, it says. This is super thick. All right, so in a frying pan with a couple tablespoons of oil, and then I added a couple more for good luck because it didn't seem like enough. Should be around 340 Fahrenheit, boom. 2 to 3 minutes per side. This batter needs to stay on the Spam. Into the frying pan. Man, this batter's, it's got me talking to myself. Golden brown, I'm gonna flip. Arrange these kind of in a fan shape. So just add a little color to the dish, and since I had chives in the fridge already, I was thinking, hey, why don't you do this? I think I went a little too heavy with the chives. Slice one of these open so you can see the pink. I mean, considering what they look like, I think that looks pretty nice. Order up. says you can serve this with scallion mashed potatoes, which I didn't do. Just did the fritters today, so I'll serve it with a side of ketchup just because I have it and see where that takes me. I feel like it needs something for dunking. It was good on its own, but... That's good. You know what's interesting about this thing? It's not like a crispy outside. It's more of just a soft breading. And then on the inside, it's juicy. The Spam is juicy. Of course, it's salty. Ketchup is working for me right now, but also without the ketchup, it's nice. It's just comfort food. It's nice. Unpretentiously nice. The whole thing was working for me. I rather enjoyed that. What's next? We're doing a little bit of a fine dining dish for the next one. It almost looks like a page right out of Marco Pure White's cookbook, kind of. Spam steaks and port wine. Take a bunch of scallions, some spring onions, and I trim away the green. Roughly chop the white part. Mushrooms that I'm just gonna slice. What I gotta prepare here is a zucchini and one humongous carrot. I just need like two ribbons from this thing. And speaking of ribbons, I gotta figure out how to do that. And I have a feeling in order to make a zucchini ribbon, take a vegetable peeler. Oh yeah, that's what I'm after right there. Do a couple more of those. Okay, that worked. I need a carrot ribbon as well. So how do I do that? The same way? That's not gonna be big enough, is it? Why don't you try a mandolin? Too thick. There. I think I'll take that. There you go. Carrot ribbons and my zucchini ribbons. Okay. Skillet. Toss in a couple tablespoons of butter. Tablespoon of olive oil. Add in the chopped scallions. Saute those until they're golden. Add in the mushrooms. This is around a cup worth. After like 3 minutes, remove the stuff. Okay, got my Spam steaks here that I cut into thick slices. Heat these until they're slightly browned on each side. It's getting kind of smoky in here. I gotta get the fan on. So yeah, those are looking ideal to me. Pop open your bottle of port wine, aged 10 years. I need a quarter cup worth of port. No, I need to split that in half. I need 1/8, 2 tablespoons worth of port wine. Pour it over top of the Spam. Add in a teaspoon of Dijon as well. Mix the mustard and the wine together. That really wasn't that much wine because I split the recipe in half, so I'm just gonna add a little extra, just mix in that wine. Yeah, boy! Return the mushrooms and the scallions. It's super smoky in here. Bring over the, whatever. I got just a sec. To be honest with you, it is looking and smelling kind of nice in here. My Spam steak on the mushrooms. So I have my zucchini. Look, it's just, okay. So I have my zucchini ribbons, and you want to delicately kind of place these around. I got all these nice cooked things on the plate, and then just a zucchini ribbon, which isn't my cup of tea, generally speaking. Not my favorite vegetable, but I'm gonna power through. I gotta get the carrot ribbon on there as well. Same deal, just like strategically, and some of the sauce, whatever sauce I can, there you go. Can I get the Zamboni in there just to clean it all up? And I think that should be it. Order up! Medium rare. shocked I like this as much as I do. Stunning turn of events. I don't know, this is actually delicious. I don't know what's going on. I would love to speak to whoever else in this world has made this exact recipe. I'd like to get to know that person. The salty Spam really works well in there. You brown each side, so it's got a nice flavor to it. Here's the thing, everything holds up in this recipe. The mushrooms are nice. There's a nice sweetness going through the whole thing with the port wine. I don't even like zucchinis and I'm liking them, kind of. Last thing I'm making today, paella. This one's called a pennywise paella. There's a lot of ingredients here. It wasn't exactly, pennywise. The interesting mixture of meat, Spam, and fish is one of Spain's outstanding recipes. Definitely is, but I can't vouch for this one just yet, but maybe I'll be surprised. It's been a surprising day. Cut into narrow sticks. Can of Spam turned into matchsticks. Mussels that I just steamed in some white wine. So the mussels need to be cooked, but on a single shell. What we're gonna do is bring our paella pan. Yes, I got one. If I didn't have one, I would use something else. But this goes over here. 2 tablespoons of olive oil and my 2 chopped onions. It says 2 onions finely chopped. Maybe I got really big onions because I think that is probably way too much. Keep that on like a medium heat and I'm gonna cook this for 5 minutes. 2 cloves of chopped garlic. Stop spinning. After around 2 minutes, I'm gonna pour in 3.5 cups of chicken stock, 1.5 teaspoons of saffron threads. We got 3 chopped tomatoes. I just skipped a step and I shouldn't have done that. So let me just rectify that while this is... The recipe for this paella is just asking for long grain white rice. But I've had this rice here, which is paella rice. It's called bomba rice. Bomba. So I'm just gonna heat up some oil, adding in 1 cup plus 2 tablespoons. Step said to coat the rice in the oil. And by adding the chicken stock first, obviously I can't do that. Once each grain of rice is coated in the oil, I can add it in with this stuff. Here you go. 1 diced red pepper, some salt and pepper. Ten minutes later, give or take, let's check the rice. Got to make sure it's almost tender. Indubitably, party time, adding in the Spam. It's a lot of Spam. It's a lot of Spam. As well as 1.5 cups of, this is frozen peas. So at this point, what else can we add? Get that all up in there. Kind of full, isn't it? I have 12 shrimp, and the recipe says to add them in when they're cooked at the end. But I was thinking, why don't I add them now while everything else is cooking, and they'll cook in here with, everything else. So, cook this for another 5 minutes. My mussels into the top of the paella. They're already cooked, so everything's all good. Now I'm just waiting for the excess liquid to evaporate. There's just a little left. I'm gonna cook it for an extra couple more minutes. Also, the cookbook has no mention of this, but I was thinking, hey, what about that paella crust? Are we gonna get that too? That's my favorite part of a paella. What about that? I've tried once before and I was unsuccessful, so we'll see. That's looking spamtastic. Order up. So I'm just about to dig into this thing, but first, here's the crust check. Oh, burnt socarat. It's a burnt socarat. I'm just not gonna scrape the bottom. It's not all doom and gloom. There is some nice crust around the sides, so I'm just grabbing that, okay? That looks great. All right, Pennywise, talk to me. Yeah. When it comes to mussels, the rule is you don't really look at them, you just shove them back. I thought that the Spam was gonna dominate that dish because there's a lot of it and there's big pieces and it's like a strong flavor, but it just blends in with everything else. I was pleasantly surprised by that paella. Coming from the Spam Cookbook of all places too. I thought this was gonna be kind of a joke, but each thing I made today was very good. That doesn't mean that I will ever be ready for the Spam porcupine. I don't want that. I don't see it in my future. In fact, I'm gonna take it easy with the Spam for the next little bit. Well, after the leftovers, of course. If all the cans of Spam ever eaten were put end to end, they would circle the globe at least 10 times. I will leave you with that. It is time to go now. This was Spine and Dine. Bon appetit. Au revoir.